So in X-Men Apocalypse, an ancient being known as N-Summoner has awoken after being asleep for thousands of years. N-Summoner, aka Apocalypse, believes himself to be a god and plans to take over the world by destroying it for the strongest, and it's up to a new team of X-Men to stop him. So what did I think of this film? X-Men Apocalypse feels very different from the other X-Men movies, as in that the previous X-Men films focused more on fighting oppression against mutants and the different themes that come with that, but this film is more of a traditional superhero film. An evil big bad wants to destroy the world. I do think it does take away from the appeal of the X-Men films, but what Bryan Singer was able to do with the traditional superhero model was overall pretty good in my opinion. We are introduced to the younger versions of the X-Men that we already know from the previous movies and see their origins and how they get to know each other and become a team. I thought this was done really well. I like seeing the interactions between Jean, Cyclops, and Nightcrawler as they learn to develop their powers and as a team. And I think all the new actors did a very good job in their roles. The returning actors James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender were great in this film. I like seeing more of Professor X teaching his students. James McAvoy again is perfect in his role, and Michael Fassbender has probably the majority of the emotional scenes, and he just sells them. Just the way he portrays Magneto is just so great and fantastic. Now let's talk about Apocalypse. Oscar Isaac, I definitely thought that he was good in the role, and he had a very menacing presence to him on screen, and it definitely felt, it was fun to watch, but I felt like we didn't get a good idea of what Apocalypse's plan. Sure, what we knew that he wanted to destroy the world for the strongest and everything, but I just felt like they didn't do a good job of telling us how he was going to do that. What was he going to do that? Or when he captures a certain person to obtain their powers, we don't really know why or how he's going to use that. Or it just comes off as very vague. And many people have been complaining about the look of Apocalypse. I don't mind it. I think it suits the character they were going for, and it feels very ancient Egyptian, so I thought it looked cool. So apparently Apocalypse needs 4 followers to help him with this plan, even though it seems like he can do it by himself. So we have Storm, Magneto, Psylocke, and Angel join Team Apocalypse. Magneto and Storm have pretty good reasons why to join Apocalypse, but Angel and Psylocke join him just cuz. It's basically like, hey, you look tough, I need more minions, join me maybe? I felt like those 2 characters could have used some more development and reasons why they joined Apocalypse. The film has a bit of pacing problems. It starts out very slow, then I felt like it sped up, then it just dragged towards the end. I also felt that the film had problems tonally, but I didn't find it very noticeable. The end fight could have been much better. I enjoyed what they were going for, but the final act doesn't feel very epic, and the fight scenes and the destruction of the major cities don't feel very consequential. Overall, I like X-Men Apocalypse. It has a lot to enjoy, but it does have pacing problems, a few flat characters, and a questionable goal for the villain. But I think it's still a worthy addition to the X-Men franchise. I give X-Men Apocalypse 5 out of 7 stars. That's all I have to say, you guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button down below and follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos from me, do me a favor. Subscribe and become a fellow knight, and I'll see you guys in another video.